Amazing evening, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Updates with Precious. Yes, another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things really happen for inside Nigeria. And we don't bring first set of updates before, so in case you missed that, please do well to go back and watch those updates because for inside that update, it carry plenty information where you go need well and with the important to you. But let's go straight to other issues very, very quickly. While I wait on my guest, I mean, my guest just made me delay a little bit, but let's see how fast we can make this conversation. I promise not to waste your time. So I'm not going to repeat any of the headlines ABC I don't give earlier. But however, if we bring you video footages of the things that we don't discuss earlier, then just bring you more stories because stories then plenty like a bracket says. So initially, it was Rhodes Viper that was calling on Nigerians to make sure, say, they come together and call on Trump, make a beg, make a help us comot the terrorists then waiting for inside all our forests for Nigeria and comot the ones in waiting for Asoro. I don't know what he means by that. But then, now Nigerians are also calling. Some Nigerians on social media are now saying, Trump, over 50 of our soldiers don't die recent months. So I beg Nigerian soldiers they die anyhow. But no, I beg help us extend that in way they do, make it reach Nigeria so that we're not going to kill our soldiers anyhow. That now we see some people don't they talk. So I beg that's the way they do extend them to Nigeria so they go hammer the people the way they say they cause all the bad method they cause for Nigeria. Well, people don't they say, excuse me, do you know what you're calling for in your country? Are you no longer a sovereign nation? I'm coming. I explained that to you. But let's just go straight to other conversations. Make I give us some headlines of things that happen. So Nigerians, I tell you, when I do the initial life, if I including yesterday, that fuel prices may go up because naturally oil price will go up because of everything that happened for the Gulf Coast, the Iran matter, because all of these people are oil major oil deposits them for this area. And as we get this problem, it could be a lot of issue, and of course it could cause the increase of the price of oil because of transportation, production, availability, and all that. And of course, when scarcity don't be this small or production don't they slower or availability don't they lower, then pricing will be higher. And just normal things. So that go to the refinery don't increase petrol price by 75 naira. Why? Because of say oil price go up, and this one people don't they say, hey, are Nigerians meant to suffer some sort of inflation? How will this help our President Tinubu's dollar that has been pressing down? Dollar don't they press down now, we go reach 1 naira. Remember, say when things like this happen, ordinarily it go affect the price of dollar. So dollar go be more in demand. Now people don't they talk say dollar now self suppose on they go high. When Nigeria they press dollar neck make it come down, don't they happy say, oh, dollar go soon reach 1,000 naira? Whatever it is, that is a miracle we're performing. Whether we're using money to push it up, or we are just is our policies that's working, that is making it work, even though we're not seeing care cloth productions or things that we're supposed to bring that the dollar. But we're happy where we say, dollar don't come down, it don't reach 1,003, and then talk say in a matter of weeks, not months, it go reach 1,000, and we're very excited. All of a sudden, Oga Benji and Trump carry their matter up. The thing don't change the narrative now because oil price don't go up now and fuel price don't go up, and Nigerians go begin suffer for inside now because fuel don't go up. Next thing now they go tell you say, oh, the price don't be change even if dollar come down. Why our fuel cost now? No. Well, I say make I tell you that one. But still talking about this war, Trump has all latitude to decide. Hexet, now they speak on when Iran conflict will end. When it go end, he said, saying that Trump now get off every decision will be say go use when it go end. I will come back to this, but we could just mix some enter Nigeria small. As Kaduna State bandits don't attack Kakarago community, injure one and carry pack them. Pack a lot of people. In fact, newsmen can say abduct scores. When they say scores, it means in a plenty head, where plenty where they no fit count. Now they carry. Hell, now what? City boy is afraid. Those mocking ADC online registration laughable. But they borrowed Vival to critics. They tell critics then. War, we must be feared. Macron increases number of nuclear warheads in France's arsenal. Say, Mark, we increase our nuclear because it good make people respect us so that nobody will just try us anyhow. The way they call they won't try other countries. May they know say they will give us maximum respect because now we be the country we suppose, stand guilty for Europe to get that maximum respect. All right. Phone tapping. El Rufai not above the law. Investigation must be transparent. Bulama Bukarti. Now in the talk this one. And Ondo APC thrown into confusion as court holds Tuesday's state congress. Ondo APC, what did they do on that? APC mocks KFAS, APC backs KFAS, I beg your pardon, for another term in Taraba State. APC don't back KFAS. Agbo KFAS say carry go, carry go, carry go. After all, your APC. What's what? That is nothing stopping you. Nigerian government begins implementation of executive order restricting NNPCL incomes. And then US, pray for Iran, Islamic country fighting religious war. Sheikh Gumi, I don't say, I'm not gonna pray for Iran, Islamic country. And during Ramadan, we fight religious war. Ew. Yeah, I told you earlier that Dangote Refinery has raised the price of fuel from 774 naira to 874 naira. This day sad. So people now feel they buy almost 900 naira. How DSS nabbed suspect over attack on Peter Obi in Benin City. How DSS nabbed suspect. So people they talk say, it be like say this guy na Wike guy, Wike fan. That is, you know, be say Wike no, I'm not saying no more. That is the person where they support, we like Wike, and I believe because going through his social media, you will see some posts and all that about Wike. But let's just move on to other issues. We'll get back to that. Qatar downs Iran warplanes, halts LNG production. Sad. UK won't join airstrikes on Iran. Starmer, now they talk this one. And center wants US-Iran conflict could push inflation in Nigeria up by 5%. Hey, don't they won't go up already? Once fuel don't go up, waiting no go up. Video, perhaps will not take that video, but then only a thief will vote APC in 2027. This now waiting back Galadima and they talk. So the only person will get thief mind. Then will feel good for APC for 2027. Because they can't knock Tinubu's government amid economic hardship. Now, 2027, INEC lacks accountability. Nigerians should not trust its electronic results transmission. Sam Amadi, now they talk this one. Over 50 soldiers killed in Borno massacre by Boko Haram terrorists. Nigerians urge Netanyahu, Trump to intervene as Tinubu's government fails. Nigerians, why did you like this? Now, there is an exclusive report from Sahara Reporters how a Boeing statesman accuses Governor Dave Umahi of using road expansion as pretext to grab his land for private plaza. He can't use and can't carry the land, can't build private plaza. Wow. Shawore tackles Nigerian Correctional Services for misinforming the public generally over detention of businesswoman Ohiri on Minister Umahi's orders. I would like me to look into that matter because you know good maybe people they get wrong information. Go good now, go good. All right, so we'll talk about that one. Well, Academic Union also decries attempt by Niger government to unlawfully take over food mina. That one full for some things we'll go look at. And UK, you won't commit troops, we won't commit troops to unlawful action. British Prime Minister, I think I told you that already. But then moving on, Nigerian police detained 74-year-old Islamic director Sarikin Hausawa for 100 million naira fraud in Enugu State. Wow, how did this happen? Well, Lagos court sentences 2 individuals to 40 years jail for production, distribution of fake beverages. People sentence them more because they know nothing that people live and they destroy like that for those things. Now, secret police DSS arrest suspect over attack on Peter Obi, other ADC leaders. Part of the conversation, the way ABC will put into briefly. Big wave in Iran war yet to come, says US Donald Trump. Say you know, I never even see anything. This one is still child's play. We'll see they do them small, like say we they play child's play. The big deal never even start yet. Yay! Take them easy, Oga. Nigerian government blames technical glitches for delay in February salaries. Claims payment has begun already. You know, I tell on I say the other time, say some what did they call them February salary when some people don't receive it on the 2nd of February. Now my civil servants they receive them. Article Son resigns as Adamawa commissioner after Governor Fintiri joins ruling party APC. Well, all of these and more matters, NBC will look at this evening before we invite our guest into the house. But before we do that, make I just let you know some of the things that really happen for the world. How ABC people for inside Iran, they happy, they shout, they jollificate, they clap, and some people they mourn. You see, now mixed reaction now they for Iran. Those way they for, they mourn. Those way they against, they happy. Make you see some reaction for Iran. Take a listen.
Neutral! Trump. You can't imagine how we are appreciate our country, our people. I'm really appreciate. We love you.
Thank you, Mr. President Trump. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you, Mr. President.
There were a lot of situations that happened and people say they do them like this for inside body. So they were all happy, they were all joyful, and because of waiting ABCD happened. Now people come to talk say, wait, excuse me, I thought they said the people of Iran were not in support of what's going on. How come they're excited about this? That's now waiting ABCD people they talk. While others they say they want them to show such excitement, considering say some of them don't come very far with the kind of things and way be said in the attack, accuse Ayatollah say he do. So say they suppose be very very happy. Okay, so and then yeah, so some other videos too. Let me see. Let me just turn off the audio so you can see how excited they are, how they were jubilating, excited, happy. In fact, it was like it's like a full carnival in some parts of Iran. As if we say, most of them come out, they're happy. While if we say people wait, in fact, mostly Iranians we know from Iran, and then they even happy pass on inside the matter. Iranians we know from Iran, and then they happy, and then they jubilate. Sorry, Iranians we know they live for Iran, and then they even happy pass because they feel like part of the policies or the things that we say or God they do, part of it make them run come off for inside their country earlier. So they happy now say all of those things them go get to happen again. Meanwhile, as it get to do with the war, US government they talk, then don't talk. Then they talk say they no go take any nonsense as it get to do with waiting they happen for inside the war. So the Secretary of War Pets Hegseth, it is disclosed that President Donald Trump has full authority regarding the timeline of the ongoing conflict with Iran. And then Hegseth made this known today, Monday, while speaking during press conference at the Pentagon. Now, it talks say America was responding to questions from, during when they were responding to questions about America's involvement in the war and how far or how long it would last. Now, yeah, so that's what he said. And I'm going to let you in on that. But very quickly, let me tell you what Donald Trump said, because he has said that, see, this one, what did they do? I see child's play. Say the main game self never start because the real deal will soon start very soon. So they never even see that real deal. And people are very terrified. Like, okay, if this one a play, how the real deal will be like. So the president of the United States, President Donald Trump, has declared that the most intense phase of Washington's war against Iran was yet to begin. So saying American military forces are already inflicting heavy damages on Iran. But America don't suffer some losses too, because some military officers from America don't die. Israel too don't lose some people too. Now, in the talk during a 9-minute interview with CNN today, Monday morning, Trump, who declared that a larger offensive is imminent, said U.S. operations were progressing successfully while hinting at significant escalation in the coming days. In fact, it also boots on ground for inside Iran no dey dismissible. Say if it happens, say boots could be on the ground, just to bring you, up to speed with what's going on with that conversation. He said we're knocking the crap out of them. Trump told CNN's Jake Tapper, I think it's going very well. It's very powerful. We've got the greatest military in the world, and we are using it. And the president cautioned the country's strikes represents that the current strikes rather only represent only an early stage of the conflict, adding that a more decisive phase, which he described as the big wave, had not yet been launched yet. And this is scaring a lot of people. Make a let you within Hegseth up very, very quickly.
If you kill Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you. If you kill Americans, If you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you.
All right. So here Hex says, as a BCE, they talk this one. But maybe we'll just leave all of this matter them as you get to do with them. We'll stop them for the headline. I tell you, say UK talk, say, they no go put it, they say they need to launch it, they need to enter in it, they need to carry anything, they need to launch any airstrike to anybody yet. Then did their day, first of all. That's what they used it. But let's go straight to other issues we get to do with Nigeria, especially some things we BC talked about earlier before we look at some things we BC they happened this evening. So very quickly, excuse me. Earlier in the day, I tell on say the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Omo Eno, while responding to some people we BC, they get too much expectation of when they talk, say, you don't understand why BC some people go expect, say, as a governor, in suppose they pick their call. That as a governor, he does not owe you to pick your calls. Who you be? He be your receptionist. Why he be say he go pick your call? So a lot of Nigerians don't react to this. They say why the governor be temperamental and all that. Nigerians don't react. Nigerians don't even compare him to Alex Otti. So say they don't see now made them talk because he be servant of the people. Say to say now Alex Otti now they go talk. While some other Nigerians they talk so wait. It say now Obodo Igbo we be say he go talk to people we be say in they represent like this. Saying no owe them to pick their call. We'll take a listen to that.
Stop saying the governor does not pick phone. Am I your receptionist? That's even an insult for you to governor doesn't pick phone. Who are you? I should pick your phone. I don't know. Who is even talking? Who is the governor? Everybody here. So when people want to talk, we are neighbor, I won't forgive you. You see, this is the problem. We don't know where we are. Must everything be politics? This is something that has to do with all of us.
Oh, I don't know. Why are they disturb our people like this? Why? Why are you people disturbing our politicians? You people just expect that they'll be superhuman and they will just do anything you people want them to do. You don't know that behind every superhuman there is a human being who is not subject to you anyway. That's now waiting the business some people they talk, but that's what happened earlier today. And people don't they talk say Nigerian politicians. So when I not really sabi say these people then will be someone they talk about now actually on supposed to serve them. Why is it difficult for Nigerian politicians to understand that they are actually the servant of the people and not the other way around? But now the style of politics we get for Nigeria seems be that's another question for another day, because I'm coming to what the INEC chairman said. But before I get to that, let me go straight to a complaint by an Edo State ADC member as they talk about how the Edo State government don't use MAC, the ADC ward secretary to ABC then get for demolition. Take a listen.
Here is our ADC Secretary Award 6 Iruekme. We have just been told that Edo State government has come to seal our office up here. So this is they are written up, and this is the twine they use in sealing it. As you can see, these are their mark. These are their mark. These are their seal, which they sealed it. They know the meaning of all this. If this is how they want to rule our country, Nigeria, if they are not afraid of other parties, why are they doing this? It is duly registered. So these are the mark. They have just come to seal it up. I don't know what is their problem for now.
Well, you hear that. And so people they talk say, why did we say indeed the ADC day intolerant of oppositions? Because now since this ADC administration now begins to say it is difficult for us to see anything we get to do with opposition gathering, especially since the 2023 election. It was, I mean, it wasn't like this, to be fair, with the President and Muhammad Buhari administration. But since the 2023 election, we say the Labour Party force come out the way it come out. It don't almost be say like seeing a risk for anybody when they support APC to hold the gathering because whether anywhere where they hold the gathering, they would almost alleged thugs will come attack that gathering where we say they get. And those thugs will never be arrested by the authorities, or most times not be arrested, or sometimes overlooked. That now it's in ABC people they talk. How long will Nigeria continue like this? This is not the kind of opposition we BC would seek for inside Nigeria. That's a question we BC they ask. But earlier today, the INEC chairman was asked a question around the transparency of the election and credibility of the election we plan to conduct by 2027. And to assure Nigerians, say, make you look Nigerians ojo to ojo, eye to eye, say, I will give on a free and fair election. The INEC chairman spoke, and Nigerians are marveled by what he said. Nigerians talk, say, wait a minute. So our own INEC chairman cannot even guarantee us a free and fair election, because he said that most Nigerians want a perfect election, that INEC cannot guarantee, not him, INEC, because I mean he is not INEC, that INEC cannot guarantee a perfect election, but that they will do their best in 2027. And this one don't put a lot of, people don't do mono about them. Say, excuse me, sir, with all the money we BC they give you, now you say no, if it give us perfect election, the money you go use conduct this election, pass waiting countries where they within the same population with us, they use conduct their own election, and then they get a better or a near perfect election past our own. So how would they not tell us that we cannot achieve a perfect election with all the money we BC will give you?
Human, which we are trying to address, and purely human, which we are trying to address. And let me just appeal to Nigerians, because I have noticed now that what Nigerians desire is a perfect election. And INEC will strive as much as possible to give this country the best election. However, we may not be able to achieve 100% perfect election for now. But as far as electronic transmission of results is concerned, I said it before FCT Area Council that we have the capacity to transmit the results, and that we're going to transmit the results. The only concern was real time. What is real time? For instance, if you use your app to make a transfer from your account, even in Abuja town, you are transferring 50,000 to Mr. B, and from your app, the amount has gone. But the person may not receive the alert until another 30 minutes, another hour, or even in the evening. So those are some of the things. And when you say it is real time, as soon as it is done, it must be received. So result management and logistics are two basic issues that from our own end, we're trying to see how best we're able to manage it very well, so as to enhance the transparency and credibility of the system.
All right. I mean, a lot of people get a lot of things to talk about, and I get a few to talk about as much as I would like to delve too deeply into the election issues. But unfortunately, Oga Mapito, I will fault you a bit for what you tell us. You're not totally correct. Nobody expects you to send us or transmit the election with the speed of light. You know that kind of speed we say, as ABC you send them, would you receive them immediately? Of course, we understand, say, delay time the day for inside network. Network, they get delays and all that. Just like as I talk now, I'm transmitting from my studio. If you watch from YouTube, there's a bit of delay. A bit of 2 to 3 seconds delay. You understand? So those delay the day. I mean, the delay for inside the INEC results publishing fee even did worse. Why? Because before, as the person they click into the IREV, of course, there may be delay depending on the network, the bandwidth when you use the send them, or the network availability for where you send them, and how network did for the receiving end. However, Oga Mokweto, with all due respect, sir, the 2023 election saw something that appeared to be almost real-time electronic transmission of results. I mean, we saw a typical example of that. I think that would be in Ekiti State election in 2022. When Ibise, I remember that election very well, because I mean, I was on I was here then, and of course we analyzed that election very well. I remember when Ibise people, when INEC, for some polling units, when INEC officials talk say they don't get network to transmit, the people then give them Wi-Fi. The people say, don't worry, we'll give you Wi-Fi. They provided Wi-Fi for them to transmit the results. What am I talking about? I'm trying to say that the expectation of people, now the transparency for the transmission process, being that if people are in the polling units and votes have just been counted, as they use counter, sign up for the form EC8A form, then all of them for the polling unit, they go watch your INEC agent or your INEC staff, snap that same thing, all of them sign, all of them count and sign, send them before their eyes to the IRF portal, and then see say it don't go. That creates transparency. You understand me, sir? That's one, a transparency. So whether the team finally reach the INEC portal the next 1 hour, as you may say, because network no day that place where the person you send them at that time, and the thing can finally reach the network, the IREF portal the next 1 hour. At least waiting it be say they snap that your staff snap for the front of everybody for the polling unit, and the one way be say will eventually land for the INEC IREF portal maybe an hour later or two. Now the same thing. We'll not go see cancellation of results. We'll not go see say, oh, when we been count the election, we'll see say party A been get 295. But now for waiting on put for inside an portal, will they see cancellation from that 295? No, now. So the fact that you're not taking responsibility, it's a problem. And as a person in charge, for the purpose of your personal integrity, you should take responsibility. At least Oga Mahmoud Yakubu been do us that one. Even though see some people talk saying how Joro it do us, he really didn't take responsibility. He just used it to heighten, he just use and increase our morale so that we'll go participate for the election. And after we participate for the election, you can't fall our hand here for grab. Now waiting some people they talk me that. But that notwithstanding, people are saying that it is unfair that you on your own part that you're supposed to show us credibility, some sort of, for the sake of your own personal, then you're even telling us because of this reason. No, now, because INEC did a bit of it. They've done it in 2022. They did it in 2023 in some elections. In fact, the legislative elections were good. It was transmitted. Whether in real time or with a bit of delays, it was transmitted. The only problem people had was the presidential election, where the wahala day inside. So why are you not taking responsibility, sir? Why is it hard for INEC to take responsibility and tell us that, okay, I assure you we'll do our best to give you, even though not real-time transmission, but delay transmission. However, let me even state this, that what you did with the FCT election was weak, was like a child's play compared to what INEC been done show us that they do for 2022 and 2023. Do you know that the transparency of the election in 2022 for Ekiti State, and I think it was Ondo and Ekiti State, Osun and Ekiti State. So the transparency of those elections and this one where you say you conduct FCT, it can't be like say those ones themselves come better pass this your own. And we're going up or we're coming down. That's what Nigerians are saying. That's what even the 2023 election, the one for legislatures, that's when you see all manner of people for inside legislature. Even though say people will rig, still rig go, because we know of some areas, some states, when the IREF, the INEC staffs also deliberately did not upload results on time. Before they go down upload, manipulations don't happen, we don't see cancellations, according to what people they talk. But to an extent, it was reasonable. So how do we go ahead and talk about this? And you not tell us that this one happened, that one happened. It's unfair now. It's unfair now. It's unfair. Somebody did remind me Asari Doko, but I'm not gonna leave Asari, my brother. I don't want to talk about that. So I'm sure you guys saw all that reaction today from a purported a handle of Israeli authority as Ibise then talk about the Nigerians go to report Asari Dokubo say if US comes into Nigeria for Niger Delta crude oil, for Ijo crude oil, they will die. And they can't shoot them. I'm not gonna leave Asari for us now. I'm sorry for them. This thing is not good because if run happen, I know go feel run stuff. Sorry. Before you go run too far, the bomb feed on blast. So please, you guys should leave him and feel sorry for him and beg leave him and feel sorry for him. So yeah, that's a few of what Nigerians are saying, that it's unfair that the INEC chairman is not taking responsibility and not being transparent enough, not even assuring Nigerians of his transparency, of the fact saying in promising good doing best to be transparent for the election. They like say now we even they willing to do, and that's a problem for a lot of Nigerians. Nigerians are complaining that is this even worth it at the end of the day? Now let's go back to security issues. As I talk to you right now, we hear say some things and when we say they happen for inside Nigeria, as say attacks don't also plenty well. In fact, there was a scene of an incident, I think in Alkaleri local government area for inside Bauchi State, where be say we hear say the Gare community precisely and its environs. While we hear say attack been they happen massively today. We have say bandits storm the community in their numbers. If you see the way they shoot it, they like war a horror movie. In fact, the sound almost past waiting they could go on for Ghana. Make it take a listen to what I'm saying. Even before anybody go guys, people are running for their lives. People were still running for their lives. These bandits were complaining for their lives. You can see the kind of things, and the kind of things that happen for Nigeria with this. See the kind of thing with happen. This is in Bauchi State, Alkaleri local government area, Digare and community and environs. Now this kind of thing they happen. Not be say would they for full-fledged war. Now this kind of thing they happen. Now Nigerians say, I mean, should we not be talking about this? Why are we ignoring the thing we did for a very domot and they look for the one we did for another person domot? Oh, we're calling on Israel. Stop this assault on Iran now. As Ibise Shegumi don't talk. Where that talk Ibise talks very quickly. Shegumi don't talk say Muslims should pray for Iran because the Islamic country is fighting religious war. Are we not fighting a religious war in Nigeria? Excuse me, sir. When they say we they fight religious war for Nigeria, you talk saying like say we they fight religious war. What's be the religion of the people we be say they kill people? These people we carry this gun, they do this shit now. What's be their religion? Is it not a religious war we're fighting in Nigeria? So how come you haven't condemned the one that is killing your immediate brethren, including Muslims and Christians, for your domot, but you're condemning the one that is happening in another country? Why? Why it be say most of our brothers and sisters, it had them to condemn the attack when it happened for Nigeria. In fact, like they deliberately ignore the death of Nigerians, the attack on Nigerians. Well, Gumi characterized the struggle as one that the United States, US has waged against Iran on religious grounds, saying that because of their faith as Muslims, they make it be say they talk this one. So the controversial cleric of course, invoked divine support, saying, "May Allah help America and its supporters." Oh wow! So he wrote, make I even read and the way he write them, so that you know what I'm talking about. He say, "The war of Iran is a religious war that America has fought. Therefore, all good Muslims should pray for Iran. May Allah help America and its supporters." Now, a lot of Nigerians, they're worried about this because people say Nigerians, if you're not careful, you may, we may just jump into what he's saying without thinking twice that how about the one happening in our own very before. So people when they're vulnerable feel easily, begin take actions because of what's in it. In fact, I told you earlier today that global community of Christians don't they talk, say make Christians across the world be careful because of what's they happen now for Iran, Christians may start, they may start attacking Christians across the globe. That now what's maybe say people they talk about. Now, the comment of his of this hadith below in this video, he continues, says, people used to ask the messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, and I used to ask him about evil, fearing he might get me. So I said, oh messenger of Allah, we have been in ignorance and evil, so Allah brought us with this good. Is there any evil after this good? He said, no. So said, is there any good after this evil? Well, he went on and on. Let me not just bore you, but that's what Shegumi said. Why people say that, oh, it's okay, he's entitled to his opinion. It's okay for him to say that and support whom he wants to support. But how about the real life? So we say they die because of the atrocities of people. We say him, they ask cause. Say make we ignore them because say they just be people we be say they vex. How about the real life say they die because of them? People way they closer to us, where they die because of them. Abi, their lives not as important as the head of Ayatollah life, Abi. I'm waiting people to ask. Now talking about that, armed bandits have attacked Janjala village in Kagargo local government area of Kaduna State, injuring one person and abducting unspecified number of residents, an unspecified number. Say them plenty, we them pack them. Scores. Now, security sources told newsmen that the attack occurred at about 12:30 a.m. on March 2nd, early morning. This morning, she will see day for today. Now be say it happened, and people are worried and saying, "Why are we not making noise about that? How can people be dying? Insecurity everywhere. A youth come member will go out, be say go serve a youth service, they beat them and kidnap them, threaten to kill them. People will be say go about their worships for their church, Celestial Church or God for inside Ondo State where they kidnap. They threaten say since their government no one bring ransom, they will kill them. Yet waiting with the face international politics. Why are we not looking at what is happening to our own politics and calling our government, holding them accountable? Now this attack happened earlier today when assailants stormed the village and began shooting sporadically. According to the sources, two residents of the community, Yusuf Abdul Wahab and Idris Ahmed, later reported the incident at the divisional headquarters in Kagarku, bringing along a victim identified as Shamsu Adamu 25, who sustained a gunshot wound to the stomach. Now, the victim was immediately rushed to the hospital, that is General Hospital Gagarko, for medical attention. Now, the attackers were said to have abducted an unspecified number of persons during the invasion and taken them to an unknown destination. The modus operandi, right? Now, following the report, a joint security team in collaboration with other agencies and local vigilante groups have mobilized to the area. Now, the bushes around the community were combed in an effort to rescue the kidnapped victims and apprehend the perpetrators. So, effort to track the assailants and secure the safety or safe release of these abducted ones is still ongoing, according to government. Now, this now a few of the fight ABC will get to face for inside Nigeria, for being Nigerians and for committing no offense whatsoever. We don't get any crime ABC will commit. The only crime we will commit, I just say will be Nigerians. That and the only crime ABC will commit. And Nigerians are saying, how long do we continue this way? How long do we continue this way? And when is government going to take account? When are they going to take responsibility? When government will talk, say, okay, I get it. Now our fault. We'll do something about it, or we'll resign because we can't do something about it. We'll find ourselves helpless in this situation. So let's just, people can't begin trend for the streets of social media. I can't remember the interview where we say a veteran politician and vocal critic Buba Galadima been get, and as he drop better bombshell with Shehu Kimbaloi declaring that only person will be seen a team, wayo GPT, then go vote for APC. Because if you not be thief, what did you go vote for APC for? He did query. And people are saying that, is that not a bit too much for, excuse me, for Gap Buba Galadima to talk? Is that not a bit too much for him to talk? But people are saying that, no, some others are saying that, no, it's not too much for him to say because people are really going through a lot. So in an interview, in the interview clip that went viral, Galadima took direct aim at Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, linking his harsh words to the biting economic hardship Nigerians are facing every day. Now, he didn't mince words at all. Anyone still planning to back the All Progressives Congress APC in the general election must be of no good or up to no good. Now, did I also tell you that earlier in the day, APC, secretary come tell Nigeria and say, no worry. Say the hardship that you're going through now is not hardship. It's not persecution. It's just a test of your faith. So whatever I think that you're going through in Nigeria right now, it is just testing your faith to see how gallant you did faith-wise. That is what it is. And people are not saying that, excuse me, including those who are dying, is it also test of their faith? Because people when they die, now still their faith when they test when make they die. People have died in their numbers. Is this still the test of the faith of those who are dying? That's the question a lot of people are asking. We'll make quickly go take that clip where we say or Gabu Bagaladima talk. Make you hear what he say talk and tell me what you think about it. Take a listen to him.
Who in his right senses will vote for APC? Yes, except a thief who has stolen public money and ran to the APC because Adam Soshumale, your brother, has protected them and promulgated a law that once you enter APC, you are as clean as a saint or a prophet.
Is there a law like that in Nigeria?
Ask Adam Soshumale, he mentioned it. He was the one that promulgated it as national chairman of the APC.
Now what Nigerians? Nigerians say honor too much. Make a play make you understand.
Who in his right senses will vote for APC?
In Nigeria today.
Yes, except a thief who has stolen public money and ran to the APC because Adams Oshumale, your brother, has protected them and promulgated a law that once you enter APC, you are as clean as a saint or a prophet.
Is there a law like that in Nigeria?
Ask Adams Oshumale, he mentioned it. He was the one that promulgated it as national chairman of the APC.
So Nigerians don't begin to talk about this one. Say, well, what do you expect now? Person tell you say if person come inside our party, he's saying. Before I get to that bit of business, then let me give you a little scoop about Oga Dave Umahi, about 2 or 3 of them, because I promised I was going to give you an update on that. Now, a business owner in Ebonyi State, Mr. Emmanuel Nolom, has accused the immediate past governor of Ebonyi State, David Muizi Umahi, of using a road expansion project at the Dr. Akano Ibiam roundabouts in Abakaliki as a pretext to revoke his company's rights of occupancy, demolish his filling station, and subsequently develop the land into a private shopping plaza reportedly linked to the former governor. So they demolish in filling station, say that they expand road, but the remaining part of the road, they yesterday built plaza inside that road, and he didn't get them according to within the man talk. Now, Nolom was company BO Solom and Sons Limited, owned the affected filling station, told newsmen, high reporters, that what began as a purported government request for minor road expansion and canopy relocation eventually led to the total takeover of his property. And India not talk because I am very dangerous right now. The most dangerous. Now he said he needed 7 meters, but took everything at the end of the day. That they said they needed just 7 meters, but they took everything at the end of it. And he posted documents to Sahara reporters. Now, speaking on the development, Nolom said he once enjoyed a cordial relationship with Umahi before the dispute. David Umahi used to be my friend, but at some point, I honestly do not know what happened to him, he said. Now, Nolom said, according to him, the former, I wish I could give you, footages of that, but unfortunately I can't get that now. Now, according to him, the former governor, who is currently the Minister of Works, informed him that a road dualization project around Dr. Akano Ibem roundabout would affect part of his property, just say because they dualized road, so it would affect part of his property. He later said he wanted to carry out a road expansion project that would affect my property. He stated that he was going to take about 7 meters land from the frontage, Nolom explained. However, he alleged that the justification later proved unfounded. In the end, he did not even take the 7 meters. In fact, he took all my properties, the adjourned ones. Revocation later and demolition was issued. So Nolom disclosed that before the demolition, his company received a letter of revocation covering the filling station property, all of it, which comprises about 3 plots of land. Before this happened, he issued what is called a letter of revocation to the property. The property in question consists of about 3 plots of land. Please ask me for footages of this tomorrow. I'll show them to you. Right. My staff have retired for the night, so I can't get them to get me the pictures immediately. Now, according to him, you can check them out in Sahara Reporters as their reports. Now, according to him, government officials fenced off the entire property and demolished the filling station. When officials came to the site, they fenced off the entire property and demolished the filling station. He added that the government paid between 20 million and 22 million as compensation, which officials claimed covered everyone affected by the dualization, not on everyone. Now, when this happened, he paid between 20 million, he said. Now, he claims this amount was for everyone affected alongside the dualization scheme. So the man, not be saying I get the 20 million. However, Nolom insisted that beyond the filling station, he had 3 additional properties amounting to about 6 plots of land for which no revocation letters were initially issued, and they were all taken over. Eventually, he demolished the filling station, some of my other properties around the area. However, the revocation letter only covered the filling station property. But the other one, when you know revoke, is still taken. I still had 3 other properties amounting to about 6 plots of land with no revocation issue. he later said, alleged backdating of revocation letters. He also said that after the fencing of the property, Nolom said he wrote the former governor seeking resolution. He then backdated another revocation letter and pasted it on the fence that he had built already. That is, he write another revocation letter. That is this, like just like saying a property grabbing because of the governor, according to the way the man is explaining. He said that this he said that his legal team responded with a letter of intent to commence legal action, and a suit was subsequently filed to halt the demolition. Now, the court stated that it wanted to hear the matter fully. However, while the case was still pending in court, the property was demolished. Up until now, the case is still in court, pending. Who won't hear him? He didn't whine. This is Nigeria. He further disclosed that his lawyer recently informed him of plans to withdraw and refile the case again. No compensation has been paid for the properties till now. I mean, the man went on and on and on with documents, full documents, papers, court files, the revocation letter, the property in question, the level way day now, the filling station the way day. That's what the man submitted it in. Very, very sad. So apparently, Omahe took over the man's property just like that, Mr. Nolom's property. If the evidences, if the evidences that he's shown is anything to go by, his property was just hijacked by a governor because he could and because he's a governor. That now waiting to say the man they follow the talk for inside incident. Well, I'll be opening the phone lines very soon so that we can all jump in on the conversation. And this is really very sad. But now waiting some of the things when Nigerians go through. Oh, now talking about the governor's incident, it's not just about the governor because the correctional center said don't get their own and Shawari, don't give them bars for booze, sharp. So now former presidential candidate of Action Congress AAC rather, Omoyele Sowore, has lambasted the public relations officer of the Nigerian Correctional Center, Chief Superintendent of Corrections, Jane Usuji, of misleading the public in connection with the arrest and detention of businesswoman Tracy Nicholas Ohiri, who has alleged that Omahi too owe her money, and they tell her say he won't sleep with them. Tight away for night, come her hotel room. I'm coming. In a statement issued by Sowore and the Committee Against Policy Impunity, that's police impunity rather, the activists described the official communications from the Correctional Service as misinformation riddled with outright falsehoods. He said, we read with utter dismay the misinformation riddled with outright falsehood issued by the Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Correctional Center, Chief Superintendent of Corrections, Jane Usuji. Just wait for it so that you can connect the lies that Sowore is talking about. Now, according to the account, Mrs. Ohiri was arrested in Lagos and flown to Abuja on February 24, 2026 by the IGP monitoring team led by Commissioner of the Nigerian Police Force, Victor Akingbade Fakorede. That Akin Fakorede what they talk about when they say they cause problem. Now, the statement alleged that upon her arrival in Abuja, repeated calls were made to CP Fakorede, explaining that the matter was clearly a civil dispute between Nigeria's Minister of Works, David Umahi, and Mrs. Ohiri, described as a businesswoman known to the minister. Now, despite this, he refused to reconsider his actions and proceeded to unlawfully detain Mrs. Ohiri. On February 25, 2026, the team reportedly visited the FCT Police Command and discovered that CP Fakorede had arranged a meeting between the Minister of Umahi and Mrs. Ohiri inside a conference room at the compound without letting her call people. If not, be said she already come there. Now, we were initially told we would all be present during the interview, but later learned that the minister, in concert with police officers, had already begun confronting and harassing, humiliating her even before we came in. So they did it without their consent, without their presence. Now, the human rights activists added that when they arrived, the police officers hurriedly escorted the minister out, which was observed in on that footage that I showed earlier, where Sowore was confronting the minister, but minister of the Federal Republic, this is a civil matter. You shouldn't have brought in the police. Yeah, that was there. Now, claiming that Mrs. Ohiri was hysterical and that the minister had never met her before. Because all of a sudden, the woman talks, say, as they called the meeting, she showed a picture to show, say, look, I know him. See me and them when he be deputy governor. To show you, say, I know him and I do contract for her. And Omahi looking for face, say, I don't know this woman. I've never seen her before. And the Akifak already said, it may be AI. Now, he said, we challenge Engineer Omahi about the propriety of using the police to settle what happens to be a personal dispute. Our intervention seemed to provoke further action. Now, the following morning, Mrs. Ohiri was arraigned before the magistrates court at Wusi Zone 2 and charged with criminal defamation over her public demand for payment of an alleged 300 million naira WBC Omahide Oga. According to the former presidential candidate, the police conducted the arrangement without notifying her legal team led by Marshal D.F. Abubakar Esquire. So they arraigned her without, so she didn't even have a counsel. Now, upon learning of the proceedings, Shawari said they immediately went to court and secured her release on bail, with Shawari himself serving as one of the sureties. The presiding magistrate, Ibrahim Ukwe, granted bail. Shawari stated that both the magistrate and the court registrar confirmed that there was no remand order against Mrs. Ohiri. The bail conditions were liberal and were fulfilled within approximately 1 hour. They don't fulfill them. Despite this court rulings, the Nigeria Police Prosecutor Wisdom Madaki allegedly enlisted residents of correctional officers, including one identified as Mr. Zita, in what appeared to be an attempt to frustrate her release. So a police vehicle with armed officers was reportedly mobilized to transport her to Kefi prison. Mr. Zita allegedly presented a detention order despite confirmation that bail conditions had already been set. Now, she already said they contracted the acting inspector general of police, Tunji Disu, who ordered officers to withdraw from the court premises after being informed that bail had been granted. So that means Disu, the new acting this thing, Oga Patapata, actually ordered the officers out. Excuse me. Actually told them to leave. But of course, remember, say, I don't know. Now, minister will deal with here. Now, another police team led by CSP Ponfa also reportedly withdrew after being presented with the facts. According to him, Mrs. Ohiri remained at the police station overnight while awaiting a formal release order from the court registrar. Now, the next morning, as the signed release order was being finalized, she reportedly became unwell during an attempt to transport her. She was taken by the Nigerian police to Wusi District Hospital, where she was examined and admitted. That was after she collapsed. Now, later, a group of correctional officers reportedly arrived at the hospital seeking to take her custody of her. Person where this one not get warrant to, what they don't give bail already. You're coming to take her back, prompting concerns from medical personnel and members of the police, of the public rather, especially in light of the signed release order. It was only after sustained intervention, including involvement from Ireti Kingibe, that the matter was resolved. So Mrs. Ohiri was subsequently declared free inside the hospital in accordance with the court's order. Now, the statement referenced provisions of the Nigeria Correctional Centers Act 2019, which prohibits torture and degrading treatment, as well as the Anti-Torture Act of 2017, which criminalizes physical, psychological, and degrading treatment. It also cited a constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, stating that no citizens shall be deprived of liberty except in accordance with lawful judicial authorities. So it said. Now, the Committee Against Police Impunity demanded for a corrective action from authorities. What the correction, he said, what the Nigerian Correctional Service owes Nigerians is not a face-saving defense of illegality, because they put up a statement, to defend themselves, but a public apology and immediate corrective action. It was also after public spirited individuals, including Senator Resi Kingibe, intervened and escalated the matter, in addition to Nigerians in their large numbers, that the situation was resolved. So why on a correctional center they try to look like, say, oh, they were just doing their lawful job or something like that? Oga, say nobody tell they do be that. On a follow person order, on a do waiting a be say no they lawful. Make on apologize to Nigerians for using the law we will not get anyhow. That's what Shawari is trying to say. But will anybody listen? Not at all. But let's dive straight into Peter Obi's case because I'm sure we all can't wait to get into that very quickly. A young man has been arrested. I want to get evidence as I talk. So that we'll be like say I talk without evidence because I don't like to deal without evidence. I will start by putting out his Twitter handle. I like to talk with evidence so that they know thought saying that them say or I said it will be according to facts available. This allegedly, we hear that he's allegedly the person. In case it's not the person, please forgive me. He's allegedly. This is whom we hear he is. But we're coming to more of it. This is as published by different media houses, not just me, but different media houses now publish in image like that. Make I even find some more of that image set as the use publication, so that I know it will be only this one set. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see if I can get more of that. His image. Okay. All right, let's see. Well, unfortunately, I can't get that now. I didn't get it earlier. So yeah, so some of those traits. Let's see the matter we bring at the problem for inside this issue very quickly. So the Department of State Services today, DSS, arrested a 26-year-old teacher, Udeme, over his alleged link to threats and the February 24 gunfire incident involving former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and other opposition figures of ADC, of ADC faction in Benin City, Edo State. So the move marks the first solid breakthrough since the tense shooting scare that the federal government is yet to comment on and condemn. That is bad. That followed Obi's visit to Benin. An episode that has continued to stir political debate as the country ages towards the 2027 election season. So, confirming the development on Monday, a top security source told Vanguard correspondent, not mine. Yes, it is true. Vanguard reliably gathered that DSS operatives swung into action shortly after Stephen allegedly posted threatening messages on X, where he claimed responsibility by the attack, or for the attack rather, and issued fresh threats. In one of the posts cited by investigators, the suspect wrote, "We want Obi against his entrance into Edo State, but he mistook our resolve for his obedience, for his obedient online noise. Thank his stars, he Obi survived this one." Meaning say, for survive another one. See the tweet, we put him into trouble, now be this one. Read see like this. Thank his stars that he Obi survived this one. And the tweet, now be this one. Okay. I'm reading from Vanguard though, not be me right time, just so you know. Now, I learned, I now said, I learned he's going to my river state. You know, from our river states. And I said, he said, now my men go handle that one and them know they miss targets. Here, this is a deliberate threat on the life of Peter Obi. Now, speak no peace to a bastard and wish him no long life, for he's destined to die. So he wrote. Now, sources said forensic analysis helped track the suspect, who was later arrested in a covert operation. He remains in DSS custody and is expected to be charged in court. The top source disclosed, "I strongly believe that the outcome of the agency's forensic investigation implicated the suspect. You know that as a responsible security organization saddled with the task of counter-espionage, VIP protection, among other asset protection duties, the DSS is always alive to its responsibility of investigating credible intelligence, irrespective of tribe or region." Okay, I give them a clap. DSS, will they work like this? Good one. Now, they swiftly deployed operatives, and the man who threatened Peter Obi was nabbed and is in custody. The February 24 incident occurred shortly after Obi, former Edo State governor, and some other ADC national chairman, former ADC national chairman John Oyigwe, and other ADC chieftains were having a meeting. So they don't catch him. Now the young man with this, and this now the tweet we put him for the trouble. Well, let me show you more stuff about his handle so that you know his background and where he's coming from. By the way, see the way he subtly clone Ateke Tom for inside that in handle Tom Steve, because the image, the picture we did that in handle and Ateke Tom picture for inside in throne. So now people they talk say, oh, now because if you say you get affiliation or you they impersonate Ateke Tom, now make you think say you go get mine. Now this are some of the tweets and we don't make, and as you can see, the tweets we be say don't make. That makes some people they say, oh, and a person will be say they revere Wike. Now Wike, the person will be we the fans or the fan Wike. So these are some of his tweets. You can pause the video later on and then you go through the tweets where we say he don't make, as people try to find out in background. And let me see if I can get more from him. Yeah, this now also this is his handle. So you can see why people say, oh, he's somebody who is even into Wiki very well. That is it there. So you can see the tweets he made and all that. And Nigerians are saying, why are we not furious enough? And please, I repeat, why has the federal government not responded to this? Should we not respond? It is a human being, a presidential candidate. In fact, the person who is accusing the president that he won the election, that he actually won the original election that is keeping the president in power today, is a person that was almost assassinated by this guy and his team, if they are the ones involved in it. Why has the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria not condemned it? In fact, people don't even bring evidence of when Trump was attacked during campaign. That person will try to shoot Trump and all that. How immediately, no matter their differences in politics, the president of the then Biden, the then president of the United States, immediately condemned it. Why is it hard for us to be human with our politics in Nigeria? And the question when people they ask me that, why did we say, because if this attack had happened to a governor, had happened to an ex-governor or a party chieftain in Abia State, where Alex Oti, who is opposition and alleged loyalist to Peter Obi, is, presidency for don't react. So why is it hard for the same presidency to react to somebody who is even much more bigger when it happened to? Why is it hard for them to react? This now waiting if we say people they talk. Is it fair that the presidency is yet to respond to this? But then kudos, because I know some of them go also don't tell DSS, do your job and apprehend the person so that no talks our hand inside though, and I agree with that. So good job and kudos to Mr. President for at least giving DSS the nod, if you did give or if they just did their job, to go ahead and apprehend the person responsible. But beyond that, we also need you to condemn this. Condemning it, go make sure say any other person will won't act overzealously because they feel say they love you, go no say that action will get consequences. Say you know like them. Some of these actions, it may not be you. It may not even be the president is far from, he's too big for those kind of things. It could just be overzealous people will be say they won't show president working. They won't show say we did men mount on the president, that kind of thing. They may just be the people involved in this. So please, can the president also call, at least condemn this and tell and state that no, we condemn this attack, and this and any kind of attack will resemble this one, won't happen either now or in the future. It is against our, this one is against our that one. It is not something that we just condemn it. Condemning it does not mean that you're endorsing Peter Obi. Please, sir. Presidency, by your longer, do your thing now. If you condemn it, it does not mean that you have endorsed Peter Obi. It means that you have stopped evil. You have stopped evil so that people no go see you as say na person where they carry politics for head in a very wicked way. That is what it means. So when you condemn such an incident, it just shows that you're not supporting evil. And I like the fact that even TVC, waiting in the call and the alleged television station of the presidency covered it. You can see it here. You can see it here. They arrested him. That's him here. They've arrested him. And people they talk, say, DSS, good job. You guys have done a wonderful job. But the presidency, please condemn this. Nigerians, phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversation. Kindly call us on 0817-029-4077, or you click on the link on the page post and it will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation this evening. Okay? Just call 0817-029-4077, or you just click on that link ready for the pinned post. That link will bring you straight into the studio and you will come join the conversation. So a lot of reaction don't they follow this on, but mostly people they commend the Department of State Services, the DSS, for a job well done in hunting him down. You see, why would they talk? Say if our security agencies won't work, then they work. Then they work and they show when they work. Because once they work, will they see, say, then they work. And result, they should say, indeed, they have worked. But can we see them work some more? It's very important. Because when they work, it is show and the evidence, they help a lot to stop nonsense from happening. If they put fears in the mind of people, if they say won't do anyhow, because they believe, say, oh, maybe government, nothing will happen, nobody will see us. When they know, say, no, we cannot behave anyhow. This is not a Banana Republic. A place where you see actions, they get consequences. So let people know that their actions, actions beget consequences. T.Y. Danjuma, welcome, sir. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, my Kwai brother they go catch. It's unfortunate. You're muted. You're muted, sir.
He's saying good evening, precious. Good evening, Joe. He's saying from River State now.
Now Kwai name he gets.
Oh my God. River State. But the person will be in Padina on weekend now.
No, now I mean a lot of our see. Do you know that River State is I don't want to say the only, but the most cosmopolitan city we have in Nigeria, not Lagos State. River State is the most cosmopolitan city we have in Nigeria. River State might be place where you be saying the only city where I know say be coming for Nigeria, where you not gonna know where anybody from come. Everybody in one language, pidgin English or English language. Nobody speaks Igbo for you. Nobody speaks Hausa for you. Nobody speaks Edo for you. Nobody speaks. Do you understand? Nah, universal language, pidgin English. Now the most cosmopolitan city.
Delta too. Now the same thing. Now the same thing for Delta.
Delta they add a bit of Urobo slangs. A bit of
no. Now we get original. Now we get original pidgin. Now we manufacture pidgin for Nigeria.
We need the drag pidgin English. You know, say the first person we indigenize pidgin English in broadcasting we make them popular. Now reverse person, but my record you know that.
Not the Delta now I grow. Now we teach and I get that from us. Don't they will not get that for pidgin. If I speak some pidgin for you, you not go feel understandable. If I speak some pidgin for you, you not go feel understandable.
Not be when you go bring slangs. Slangs they different from pidgin. Pidgin is speaking a simplified version of English language to the understanding of the ordinary man. So that's why that's one of the reasons I decided to have my broadcasting in pidgin English is because of the way people villainize pidgin English. They make it look like it's they even the pidgin self na derogatory word. They make it look like saying nonsense, broken English. Now they call and do this. Remember, broken English. But the idea is, do you know? You don't hear people of Sierra Leone they're Creole. Have you seen any? Do you notice any difference between Creole and pidgin English? And the Sierra Leoneans are proud of their Creole language. So why should we be so ashamed? We're not gonna let that pidgin. Don't speak that pidgin. It's not good. It's a dirty English. Who told you? Well, I'm not gonna go that level. Welcome, sir. So they don't.
Yeah. Now one person now they go see dig make they find out all the people they involved.
They say they carry bike. All the people wait there on top of the bike, wait full and do the shooting, or people wait do the real shooting. Wait be saying that him be the follow mastermind. Where are they? Who are they?
Yeah. I hope that.
Go ahead.
I hope they're not go silence the guy, say make you no talk, or say the guy don't escape from this thing because they must get to the bottom of it all, And that's not it's not the only this thing because you go see say everywhere where DC the whole. In fact, there's one in Edo State now. Actually, now you they show where they attack another ADC, where they close another ADC office.
Where they talk say made them close their secretary. No, but
yes,
I don't know whether you don't notice as I talk that one. Now, since 2023 election, I find that say opposition no feel great. You cannot have a gathering as opposition in peace anymore, because they'll come and attack. But anytime when the ruling party they get their gathering, they need to attack.
Nothing.
But the opposition hold the attack. And if the ruling party feels an abuse to them, then let them stop those people when they do them. I am not accusing them, but from facts where they before, when the ruling party they get their gatherings, only they see people they attack them. But almost every time where opposition they get gathering, want all the people they don't attack so far rather for their gathering.
Not opposition, it's just ADC. ADC. So why are they jittery? Why are they jittery? They have all the resources. They have been campaigning way ahead even before INEC even lifted this thing. Why are they afraid of opposition? Why not let opposition be? That's the question. This is supposed to be a democracy. These are people who told us that they are Democrats and who fought. So now we're seeing even the military not do the kind of things where these people they do. Military not do half of what they're doing. I don't understand what is happening. That is why these people they go take their hand, destroy democracy itself. Shall you hear? Not be. I tell you, say the problem will go start. Go be implosion within the party. Shall you don't understand how many places now they don't fight themselves? How many places they don't fight themselves? This is just the beginning. No? They never begin do this thing because their own be saying consensus. One person got appointed and this person I go be government.
Yes, on those state they suspend Congress because the thing was becoming. I beg just hold your thoughts more. Make I talk to this guy when they call me. Hello, good evening and welcome, sir.
Yeah, Precious. This is Adele calling from United Kingdom.
You're welcome, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been listening to your program over some weeks now.
Oh, stop it! I like it.
Well, yeah, my contribution to this matter is that you see, the reason why insecurity thrives in Nigeria is that when people are caught, they are not prosecuted. I will not be surprised that the guy who attempted assassination against Obi and his colleague, after some time, the case will die down. We will not hear anything about it. You know that most of the reason why.
Go ahead. What's happening?
Supposed to be. And at the end,
go ahead.
Use them to continue to commit crime. So I believe that if people are properly tried and the general public see this person is tried, prosecuted, and disciplined, either go to jail or whatever means of punishment, it will reduce the level of insecurity that we have in Nigeria. Like here in UK where we are, we're not saying every system is perfect. Even you cannot just treat a dog anyhow. Animal, you can't treat them anyhow.
That place is the first honor animal before you will be man self, no vex.
So you treat them, they have their own. Another issue is that since APC came to power, their intolerance is becoming unbearable. When you look, there's no way Nigeria can be one party system. One person, not a democracy. You allow opposition to try. You say you are not afraid of the particular parties, but you are trying to destroy them at all costs, using federal might to destroy them. So all those things will not work if Nigeria will stand on their ground. Because most times when Nigeria come to actually revolt to some of this, the same police, you can see how the police were misbehaving and the correctional center officers, you see how they were misbehaving over the issue of the woman. And I think one of the former US president that was the Secretary General that said that in Africa, individuals are more stronger than institutions.
Individual rich past institution, rich past country, we talk.
Yeah, that Hillary Clinton wife that said that individuals are more stronger than institutions. That's why that African country will continue to roll like a baba's chair without moving forward. Because you see an individual, instead of to follow the law, they are now trying to follow the minister because he's a minister. They are violating people's rights and it continues happening on a daily basis. So these are issues that Nigeria has to stand on. I know Nigerians are trying. I've been in Nigeria. I was brought up. I left Nigeria about 4 years ago. But I know it's not easy to face this criminal opposition in Nigeria because they use all the federal might against you. So Martin Luther King Jr. said that no slave master voluntarily allowed the slave to live until the slave demands for his freedom. And demanding for freedom, we are going to encounter inevitability. There will be shedding of blood. I think Nigeria should rise up to this occasion. I know it is not easy. I'm here. I know it is not easy. Unlike here, you can protest. Police will be around you, plus will be around you. Should take some eventuality to take you to hospital. But that such is not in Nigeria. The same police are supposed to protect you and don't be killing you in Nigeria. I don't know if they are not trained or they are just doing what they wanted to do. I will have a new idea of police now. I think he has to stand up to his responsibility. You know those things that police are violating people's rights, destroy people's life and destiny. They have to do because normally this institution they are not supposed to be a political party. And over the year, we have discovered that all the institutions, they align with the political party in power. They are not actually respecting the constitution. So these are issues that they have to stand up on, and Nigeria has to demand to stand very strong against some of these abnormalities that are happening over there. I know it's not easy, but let them keep on trying. Regarding 2027 election, I believe that INEC is not prepared. His body language shows he already said that he cannot guarantee free and credible election. I think Nigeria should demand his removal before it is too late. Thank you, Precious.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Tiwai Danjuma, please go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, Precious, you know, no repressive regime that has ever lasted stayed for long. You know, if you look at Liberia, let me take Liberia, give example. Samuel Doe overthrew the president, killed a lot of them, killed the president, the pieces and butcher him. Soldiers were carrying his meat and showing parts of the body of the president. You know, he became president. You know, he commuted from sergeant to president. The same thing that he did to Talbot or Tubman, is it Talbot or Tubman, is the same thing that Yomi Johnson did to him. Cut off his ear, gave it to him to eat, humiliate him, tie in hand, and he died the same way. The same thing when he do to the president, his own president, was done to him. This thing where then they do, the same thing will be done to them because what you sow is what you reap. I was reading something about this House of Rep Abga representative. We get problem with this Bolt driver. You remember when they threaten him, say go buy him and all that. You know, that made news that time. Now, when recently there was this defense ministries were coming to defend their budget. So the Ministry of Finance came to defend their budget for 2026. And this guy, Ikweche, was drilling the Minister for Finance, Mr. Edu. He drilled the man, you know, an old man. He drill and so now the man come at a point, come tell him junior minister for state, make he help him. That one to come in. Now this young man, he drill. Now they come postpone the sitting. So the next this thing where they sitting, where they get the thing continue. Anyway, cut a long story short. Now Aso Rock come invite Ikweche, say make he come pilgrimage for Aso Rock. When he go pilgrimage, come back. He has become APC. He don't abandon Abga. He don't become APC. Why am I saying this? APC is tolerant of opposition. They are intolerant of opposition. Very, very intolerant. And you cannot run a democracy without, you want to become a one state, this thing. You want run, I'm like, you run Lagos. You be say, now somebody now go appoint who is going to become the governor. No matter your credentials. If the person not saying na you can't become. It can't happen in Nigeria. It can't happen. You can't run Nigeria as a one-party state. It's impossible. Look, all of them they go.
All right. So
Now
help me
they
just
go to,
help me hold your thoughts. Make I quickly put somebody on the line. Sorry, sir.
okay. Yeah.
Hello. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm still on the line.
Yes, sir. Please remind us your name, sir, and where you're calling from again.
Pardon me?
I said, please remind us your name and where you're calling from again.
Okay, my name is Isaac. I'm calling from Netherlands in Europe.
All right, you're welcome. Go ahead.
So what I was trying to say, APC has skeleton in their cupboards.
Why do you think so?
You say what?
Why do you think so?
I did not what they did 2023. They didn't win the election. They didn't win. Obi won the election. Obi won it. Obi won the election. Look at Edo State 2024. Asri Udalo won the election. They manipulate the figure. Because already Tinubu have told Edo people, do you want me to give you Edo State? And they say yes. And that is why he gave it to them. Peolo did not win the election. Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah. I thought Peolo did not win the election. It's Asri Udalo that won the election. So it's a terrible thing in Nigeria, though.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. So, TY, somebody is asking a question, and the person is perhaps demanding an answer from us. So he says, what will happen if the opposition comes together to make communique that they are boycotting the election, right to US, EU, citing high-handedness of APC? And he said he demands an answer. Make I hear your answer before me I can talk my own.
Well, if you take that type of position, you will just deliver victory to APC. Because all they're trying to do is to intimidate the opposition. In fact, you can see that they are trying to make sure, for instance, that their greatest rival or arch rival does not have a party to run come 2027. They have blocked all the parties everywhere. They have moles there. They are causing trouble in every party where they feel say. Look at Accord. Look at the Labour Party. Look at the ADC. They use all kinds of means. They use the court. They use people within the party, the organization, to cause trouble. And the question that you would ask is, even within the ranks of opposition, some of them are members, SDP, for instance, Natumubu them started SDP. They are everywhere. They spread their tentacles everywhere. And that is the danger that you're facing. That you have destroyed the harmony within the political parties as a strategy for you to win election. And it's not done. So the question you will ask is, why are they afraid of free and fair election? You saw how they tinkered with the Electoral Act. But the problem is Nigerians. Because they have been doing this and they be getting away, they go do this on Nigerians, go shout, wow. After 1 week or so, everybody go calm down. Things go do normal. Or they go find the arrowhead, they go call and give them money. Look at what is happening. They have called Kwankwaso, they've talked with him, they've talked to Obi, and they talk to all these people. Let us give you this, let us give you that, let us give you. Some people, go follow. Look at Obi's Director General, who is late now. They do all that. I'm sure if you ask Dr. Mo and all those close associates, Aisha, and all those people who are close associates to they will tell you. Sometimes they will offer you some kind of money where we say you have not seen. And so if you are that kind of person, you just take it. And then if it doesn't work, they threaten you. But I think that this opposition will not come together because they have various interests. They are selfish. Everybody wants to become president, and there's just one. Unfortunately, you can only have one president. So if they are focused, if their goal is, if they all truly believe that this is not where Nigeria should be, this democracy is not helping anyone, then that is something that will unite them. But you use religion, you use ethnicity, you use money, you use all kinds of things. So opposition has its own problem itself, because they are not the real opposition is Obi. I'm not trying to reduce this into the real opposition is Obi. If you take Obi, if Obi saying today that he is not winning again, wants to go back to the UK and organize himself and so on, there's nothing else. That's the truth. I'm not trying to be unkind to anybody, because you will find out that all the attacks that have been happening is directed at one person that they say he came third. And you have to ask yourself, why are you attacking the person who came third? Why? Why are you trying to kill him? Quote and unquote. Because this attack now is directed against. This is not the first time. He wants to go to Benue, they say no go. He wants to go to Edo State, they say he must take permission. So you have to ask, what is it about Obi? And maybe some people would say it's because he's he'll not be a gra person. Because if he's a gra person, if he's Showore, if you switch it, assuming that Showore now be the leader of obedient movement, so something for that happen. So something would have happened. In any case, you also know that he's a Yoruba Ijo. So there's some ethnic this thing there. But look at what the APC has done. All the positions, Chief of Army Staff, IGP of police, immigrations, customs, finance, central bank, all those vital positions, they take all of them. INEC, Chief Justice of the Federation, they took everything. So where they block all those, it's deliberate. It's deliberate. It's a strategy.
All right, so Tiwa, if I were to answer his question, I would just like to simply say that under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government, it will never happen. See, what money cannot buy, more money will buy. Why do you think we have so many opposition parties in Nigeria? If ADC, Labour Party, NNPP, PDP say they're not part of it, and maybe a few, 2, 3, 4 more small parties say they don't want to be a part of it, you go see ZYP, TYG, other parties go follow. As long as they reach like 4, 5, 6, 10, then go gather like 10 parties. Where go do election has taken place. It is your loss. So see, this kind of vex, not be vex, you go vex for Tinubu. You go think I'm well. So again, I repeat, you see this group of oppositions, including Peter Obi, that inept. I'm sorry to say. Because the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that we know what he did to Jonathan, how international tabloids were reporting, and where Jonathan looks like the worst thing that ever happened to leadership. Like the worst thing. Now, worse than the things he accused that still is in his Twitter, where people they bring out the show, say he accused Jonathan of today. They happen under your administration. All of them, they're quiet. They go just the social media alone tweet. That's all they're doing. They're not calling attention of international community. They're not taking actions. They're not doing anything. Just they'll keep press statements or tweets for their Twitter news go carry them. That's all. That's laziness. That is laziness. They don't want to spend their money. Tinubu spent money to fight opposition. Spent a lot of money to fight opposition. And I gave it to him. When it comes to strategy and politics, he knows his game.
No,
but he didn't learn anything. I'm sorry.
That I agree, but there's something else that you have to see. There are people who have said you are dealing with people who are foreign agents.
Who be foreign agents?
I don't know. They say you are dealing
foreign agent to one country, in be foreign agent to another country, especially now when the rest of them don't dey work for the matter.
So
I'm sorry to say that does not cut out. Do you think that thing you hear about somebody being a foreign agent, that he may be the only one who's a foreign agent in Nigeria? What makes you think that some of these opposition leaders are hosting their own foreign agents?
No. No. If you have no, there are assets that are very valuable. There are assets that are highly prized
Oh,
and highly
forget
valuable.
about that thing. See, let me tell you something here. I beg, make we forget about them. Let's just leave it. See, the most person to campaign against would have been Tinubu if the opposition were serious, but they don't know their game. So he's proving to be more intelligent, smarter than all of them, and I
No,
give him.
I think the problem is no. I think the problem with opposition, the problem with opposition, which APC is exploit, is constantly to make sure that nobody in ADC agrees to step down for the other.
What's in the
Once you
right?
once
So
you
they're
keep that,
just busy fighting or doing mini manimo with who will be
yes,
our
yes,
leader, who will not be. They
yes.
are
So
not
once
transparent. They don't even know what they want. Can
yes,
you
so
imagine?
one,
Can you imagine a situation where it be say they put for inside constitution, I be on an electoral act, say they want either direct primaries or they use and set them up.
yes,
They want either
or
direct
consensus,
primaries
yes.
or consensus. They cannot make up their mind to say, okay, we'll do direct primaries. They cannot also contribute money to make sure that they hold a credible direct primaries. They're saying that, oh, this will disenfranchise us. How can we not gather people to get? Oh, fuck it. Forgive me. Please, I don't want to talk about them. Like,
So that's the
if
problem. So
Nigerians are
what?
looking at this group of, just like what Amici said, which is also part of the problem, that they are not serious and they are not presenting alternative for Nigerians. When they are serious and present alternative for Nigerians, we will know. For all I care, they're not better past the Tinubu way they criticize. So they should all go
Is
to
it,
I beg. Make a
is
not affect mental health, I beg.
it's just about 1 year to the election, and they haven't done anything. When are they going to hold their
I beg,
primaries? When are they
somebody will
going to
tell me here,
campaign?
say,
When are they
sorry,
going to?
precious. Sorry, precious. Tinubu spent your money. Easy to blame. Your governor was the first to be removed in emergency. What did your Rivers people do? My Rivers people then good before. I say them good. What are you talking about? Did I come here to tell my Rivers people are good? Why are you trying to make me? You can't gaslight me with that. Did I tell you they're good? They are lazy people now. They're not good. So that one is something. I'm talking about Tinubu spending government money, or it doesn't matter where the money comes from. All the other people, how many ex-governors you get for their mates? Do you know how much Amici takes in pension? Is he not part of the people who are taking pension? The only one among them when they take pension are Peter Obi. Oh, let's remove Peter Obi. Atiku Abubakar can in no get money where no be way somehow away from government. What are you even saying? So the rest of them, are they forbidden to spend the government money that they've once enjoyed?
Precious. You will ask yourself one question. The question where you go ask yourself, if you
sorry, no vex. They say they talk and say the money Tinubu spent was out of government. Are these people not? Do you think? Ooh, I don't want to get anything. Do you know that article was ex-customs oga? You think that as somebody who is an ex-custom man, even though say Tinubu na president, he no go get safe for custom. Do you know the money involved in customs? Do you know?
No, precious, precious. The other thing where you have to understand, none of these people, no, whether I met you, whether Obi or whether Atiku, captured the state like Tinubu has captured. Put down institutions where I go talk now.
Make I take the call. Make I take this call. You go take that way you talk. You go talk later. Good evening and welcome. Hello. You don't want to, excuse me, do you want to talk to us? Good evening. You just call me, you don't want to talk.
Because money, if the politics, when Obi went to go and meet Chief Afe Babalola when he was campaigning, what Chief said, what the arrest said is, the person who is going to elect this election is the person who spends the most money.
Simplicity.
And Tinubu is not.
Can I even blow your mind? Peter Obi has access not to spend his own money on this, but to spend money on goodwill. He has access not to touch a penny. You see that integrity when they do. Nigeria don't prove say that integrity no go work. So nobody say making the integrity itself, but you can rally on the goodwill of people, the grassroots support you already have. People need something. One of your guys, one or two of your men, I think these people need some. Your men go draw now for you out of love. without even thinking twice. Peter Obi can actually gather goodwill that will equate the kind of money that they think Peter Obi is spending.
No, but he won the election. There's no, he won the election. He won the. It's not a question of
I'm talking
the
about
goodwill.
in terms of fighting the opposition, which is not doing appropriately. That's what I'm saying. What they say, I get a media person, and they go say get a PR and they'll say no, he does not have that resources to spend. Who told you he doesn't have it? If he wants to have it, he can have it, both in cash and in kind. And in any other way.
Precious, you know, while I commend Nigerians, will come out to come fight because there were Nigerians who came out. There were Nigerians, those of us who were here, who were preparing to come back home if Obi wins. That's the truth. There's so many people who voted for the first time because there was some hope they were seeing, which was truncated by the things where INEC did. The problem with Nigeria is that we really haven't defined what we want. I mean, we have to speak the truth here. You see somebody, you know all his you know all his antecedents. You see another one where you don't know where it comes from, whether not from water or whether not from sun or whether not moon, or you know, you don't even know, you don't know anything. You look at records, and the person who is your president today is one that has a lot of burden where they carry.
So what the point I'm saying is that so-called burden that you're talking about, the opposition is not leveraging on needs. They are not leveraging on needs.
Nigerians know what don't they know? What they don't they know?
Nigerians do not know. I can swear to you that Nigerians do not know. Not to the level that now me and you were the enlightened. No, the Nigerians to the grassroots. No.
What else do you want to? What else?
They go out from time to time. They communicate with the grassroots. People don't even know. They're not aware. We don't know some things. I don't know if we begin to talk those things here. They're in Nigeria.
Listen.
They don't know.
Precious. The thing where they appeal to people now, religion and ethnicity. That's all. Now, religion and ethnicity.
You cannot also use that religion and ethnicity.
And money.
Peter Obi and Amechi and Atiku, all of them get friends across all tribes and across all religion. Why not, when you reach down, you want to talk about this particular matter, you carry people of this religion and this tribe, push them to go do the talk. You understand? When you reach this one, you push them. What I mean is that they're not doing the mathematics well. Whatever it is that they're solving, they're not solving it well.
Precious, that's in the
they're not leveraging on what they should leverage on.
That's in the power they sweet to. Power they sweet to. You see Umahi. You see as they use in power. You see Wike as they use in power. Power they sweet to.
If you like, Moko call EU, call everybody join together. Every government would be settled.
Can you imagine being the petroleum minister where you get all your well as much as you can? Can you imagine? Power is sweet. Power is difficult to talk to these people.
Just like somebody has stated here that Atiku is not interested in 2027. That's exactly the point I'm making, that they are not showing the unity and the might when they're supposed to carry together. If all of them with their different minds and what they're capable of come together as one, say this now what we want, it's easy for them to achieve it.
I agree with that. But the other question,
and that's my point.
I agree with that. But the other question, you see, Obi has a problem. The problem will Obi get. You see, you heard him when in the campaign, waiting they talk. You know, where people where they work with him, they are angry because they know they say anything to chop.
But that is wrong. And I can assure you that. Do you know one of the reasons that is the point? How can somebody, for instance, somebody, for instance, who's jobless, brings out his time to support you and make supporting you his job, and because say you get zero tolerance for spending money anyhow, you know, go put that person on a salary we go feel sustain them for supporting you and for galvanizing people for you to work for you. Come on, it doesn't make sense.
But this
I remember that money does not have to come from his pocket, as I said earlier.
You see, that's the problem. That's the problem with opposition. Obi ran Labour Party almost like a one-man show. Apart from the diaspora and people where they bring out their funds and so on and so forth, you know, maybe there are people who are supporting that you don't know about.
In the last election, I'm privy of a particular group who wanted to give Peter Obi money. Peter Obi no agree. He said, "You don't want anybody give anything." No. And you Jamato say, "You don't want. For me, I don't have a problem with that. I see that is my own personal character. I know they like to deal with money with the as I dey like this. I don't like money for public. Oh, I don't like it at all at all. You know how familiar you don't talk about them. I don't like it. But as I said, Obi does not have to be the one to touch any money. He does not even have to collect any money from anybody. He goes tell them that money we say when you support me, make I use and send you a message. Use it and do so thing. Do you get my point? Do you get my point? That money you want to use and support me, okay, for the good of Nigeria, we're all fighting a good cause. Okay, to help this cause, use that money to achieve so thing because I think we need help in social area, Those people will send that money on an errand to fulfill that for him, to fill that gap, that niche. What are we talking about? You know, that difficult.
Well, I agree that the opposition is not united, and they are playing on the disunity amongst them. But they are also greedy.
So yes, of course they are. That is the part. That is you don't understand. I am not saying that they have just one problem. I'm talking about holistically. Yes. There's a lot of problems.
Yes,
there's a lot
they are not looking at the bigger picture.
No,
yes. They are not looking at the bigger picture, and there's also this about ethnicity and about religion. So the thing is complex. It just is complex, you know, to be able to
imagine being able to study Nigerians, knowing that Nigeria is not be this country where busy people they go through all these things. See collect Ramadan package of waiting no go feel last them reach 2 days and they hype government.
I see one where they show.
So imagine
I see one.
You don't want to liberate people. You go think about the mentality of people where you want to liberate now. These are people where they reason this way now you want to liberate. And it's not rocket science. It's not something that you're going to just automatically change their mindset. Now, an attitude we don't they built, engraved in them. It will take reorientation. And as I said earlier, we don't send people from that 2023 election. Now, we don't send people on messages to begin enlightening and sensitize, continuous sensitization. See, there's something I used to say here that we used to say in PR. You need to wink at somebody at the dark. There's something about you hearing something consistently and what it does to your mind. That's why people talk about indoctrination and people talk about waiting be that when they talk say terrorism that they get mindset. Do you understand? That's why people talk about it. Because when you don't get that value, when you don't believe in that thing, because of say they don't make you believe in them, it go hard for you to change that belief. Why are you a Christian today, for instance? Why do you not just decide that you're not be a Christian? Why do you believe there's a supreme being? Do you understand? So all this as a result of waiting our mind, they don't build on our mind continuously. And it takes somebody, except person where be say just decide to be avant-garde. Now you go just wake up, say, wait, where that God will they say this? So what I'm trying to say is that we are not doing enough. The position, suppose work on the, you say now the people be your people, Abi, and you have the people. Why are you not working on the people? The people where you say now you dare on their side, you still abandon them. I'm not saying that's their money, but continuous sensitization. You're not doing it.
Precious.
You're not doing it.
Precious, my view. Eh? You know, I don't tell you say I don't lose hope for Nigeria. We just talk all these things. I don't lose hope for Nigeria. The for me, the way things are now, the people don't talk. Obasanjo once said, and I don't want to repeat that to regurgitate that. You don't want so even if you bring Jesus down from heaven, say it will be difficult for him. But that's I don't accept that. But what he's trying to imply is that the problems are so serious that look at the more things change, the more they remain the same, or even get worse. I think at this time where we did, honestly, we must be able to look at our problem and say, listen, if at this age with the killings, when I they go work, and they see for here, you go see animal. I say, you are lucky, you know the Africa. If you the Africa, we'll turn you to a better food be that. You go just look the bite, touch them. You go not say, they them animals, they get right. Beat your dog anyhow, you go here. Not to talk of human beings. We have gotten to the stage where we say, where you see people, human beings will get flesh and blood. They see these things with their eyes. They defend them. They give the people money. They encourage them. There's no need for us to be together. There's no need. You don't pass. When you get to that level where you are not moved by the kind of killings that we see every day, you are not moved. Burn people, burn them, put this in, burn a family. When you get to that point,
so you're talking, that's exactly the point I'm making.
And your government is denying it, and it's denying it.
Not be even denying it. The most painful fact is that these things have happened way too many times that instead of government to comment on human lives that died, they will rather
comment on the very trivial things. So,
and then the opposition is not taking advantage of that and telling them the reality. They will just talk once they tire. They sound like they're tired. That's my point.
You know, so when
that till today, you feel count the number of deaths so if say don't happen for the country where they don't comment on.
Even in war times,
like human lives don't matter.
If you begin,
who are there? Oh, Jerry.
If you begin to check the killings, 500, 200, 100, you know, here and there, these are the ones that are reported.
And you know that
what of the ones that are not reported?
Underreported, or perhaps not even reported deaths.
So you know, well, if we, as we don't get to that stage, there's nothing. You can't de-radicalize these people now. All this way they say there's no, you can't. They're not. Just
imagine a government where we hear they say that we hear Nehu Riba to talk that kind of thing. Or army commander saying no matter what they do, they're still Nigerians, and we're quiet, and opposition is quiet. You need to understand me. Do you not feel
yes,
me? And guess what? Guess another thing. Most of the opposition, the reason why they can't see anything is because they share same value. They share same value.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because at some point,
when trouble.
That's why I told you
maybe that. Maybe because he may not be saying just the docile. Excuse me. It may not just be because he's docile about the thing, and he took he take over the Operation Safe Corridor and radicalizing them because he wanted to. Maybe because that's what
Precious. Prince Andrew is no longer a prince. But make I call him Prince Andrew. Say he go mess up himself with all this Epstein thing. First of all, they remove in royalty. You know the answer Prince again. No, you get anyway the answer now. They ban him from coming there. Okay, recently you see how they go in house, go if I arrest them, they get case, go invading house. That's someone will come from royal family. That is a country where they know they take nonsense, where they know go take. You can't. Yes, you can't. Oh my God! Listen.
So I think the what I perceive from the position is that all of them they fear say we know two holy pass, so nobody wants to put body so that perhaps Tinubu no go remember your sin because the EFCC Alpha remember these documents for this guy. That is why all of them.
Yes, now a lot of them don't saw it. They were there before. They were there before. They move out now for it. It's like husband and wife will quarrel. You know the two they put out for their matter.
Don't tell us say the reason we make them continue to tip our money now because of say we need to stone them. So maybe all of them follow for them. Maybe
I know one listen to Amechi because like I said, all of them their hand they inside it.
He included himself in the thing. He didn't say he was innocent.
Yes. So
I like him. He said that we need to stone us. Why we politicians he includes himself when he says that.
The most painful thing we say, apart from the one they do here, then you want to choose people who go to represent you, your eye for outside Nigeria. You people where go present you. Look at the people, just look at them where you take make ambassador. You take expatriate, you take he goat, you take you take look at the people where you take for such an important position. Somebody will go portray your image, and yet these are the people where they take. You take wait a minute. The man will be Mahmoud. Those are the people that you are giving that kind of assignment.
Because most times when we say, they pass across the streets of social media, you see people they talk, say, what did Obi do? Obi is bad, Obi is deceptive, Obi is this. That's all. And the position they get might also bring about waiting their own person be. You understand? Oh,
Yes.
what alternative will be is this, will be is that. He's just bad. Oh, he didn't do anything. But at least he won't do something. I don't go talk, Jare. You know,
That's
they
why they
have
tell you,
points.
say,
Then
that's
get
why I
points.
tell
They
you,
didn't use their points well, and it's annoying.
that's
It's
why I tell
annoying. I don't know if
no,
they also have intelligent.
they cannot talk. They can. You see, Donyo Kupe when he begin talk too much. You see, Donyo Kupe when he begin talk too much. They show him say, "Oh boy, see you." You know. So a lot of them they compromised. They get skeleton for their cupboard, and they get your dossier. They go bring them out for you. If they get something very bad about Obi, if I don't silence and say, if I don't come out,
Today.
in fact, if I don't go jail.
Not today.
So if you don't eat with them, you don't wine with them. And some of them are there in
Be
ADC.
careful so that they will save their case. I mean, well, see, we're not
So
going
they're not going to talk. So it's not an easy problem. You know, why would they blame the opposition? The people who are the pity for all this equation are Nigerians. Because
the Nigerians, they suffer them now. It's
yes,
hard.
Nigerians are the pity. Particularly those genuine people, those people where they feel pain, where actually want to change.
See why Danjuma, you don't know how pained I am that Nigeria is the way it is. I was crying the whole of this afternoon before I did my first live. I was crying. And I'm tired of the stigma that the name Nigeria gives to me when I know that I am not like the bad ones that make them generalize. It's painful because I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know my integrity. So it's painful. It's very, very painful. I saw Nigerians, please kindly like and share this video, make more people for Christian. Kindly like.
Precious.
Do not subscribe. Please subscribe.
Precious.
I was okay, go ahead.
I waited for 13 years to come to America. I had to go through, yes. There were other options available to me. I waited for 13 years, patiently going through the process.
Now, you wouldn't have gone again.
No. There's a process.
I mean, if you had waited for that till now, assuming say your timing fall into this period now. Sorry for you.
But it's because of the abuse.
And you know,
it's because of the abuse.
I
waited 13 years. Before my immigrant visa was approved. So I went there with my family. I didn't have to cut corners. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have. You see.
That is my point. See why Danjuma, I don't get it. I came across a video of, and I think it's a Lagos, Abuja, or whatever Abuja flights that they said a man stole something from an expatriate. And the person who posted it said that is characteristics of Nigerians. It paid me, it paid me, it touched me. How much you get? What I won't carry your money do? It paid me. That is me. Whether my own jejely, they struggle. I don't sleep. I work round the clock. Half of what I work for, I give out to people to help. I know they eat up to 2% of what I they make. I know they enjoy them up to 2%. That's why most times when diaspora people try to talk about, oh, is their money and all that, I say, do you know how much we in Nigeria that manage to also help? Because we help. It's not because we don't make noise about it. We help. Do you understand? I am somebody that have zero, I don't know the kind of heart way God gave me. I shouldn't be making this about myself, but I get zero tolerance to see person go through any kind of thing where I feel like, say, I get the power to help. I know the fit. I know the capacity, different capacity I've helped people. So it's painful knowing that I would never stand a thing like that. And the person who posted the particular, I think it was is it what do they call an Instagram page? I saw it say characteristic, and next most of the comments they did there Nigerians that he pay me on. I said I crying. I said God, who be that angel when you bring me carry me come Nigeria? How did I make that mistake? It's painful to be generalized or to be stigmatized because of, I traveled not so long ago and I know the kind of double eye where they look me. It pain me because who are you? What thing I won't carry your money do? What thing I won't carry bad men do? We are not all bad people. And somehow it gladdened my heart. Say a particular woman for that video stood and kept saying it, that he took it. Wait, no, he took it. She kept saying it. That why are you doing this? You're giving us bad name and all that. But in that comment they make, all the people who generalize forget. See, there was also another Nigerian who condemned the guy and we expose him. They didn't realize that woman is also a Nigerian. So now the bad one of us, now overshadow the good among us. Why? See, that's why I say that the people who demarket us the most are our Nigerian politicians. Because when the politicians will come and say one thing in front of you today and say another thing behind you, and you think international community need to watch us, do you think that they do not know that it's not because we condemn evil, that's why we're against our politicians? It is because most of us have not been able to benefit from that evil yet. It's not because we're against the evil. Once the evil begin benefit us, we don't change story. Why?
Precious, in the light of this whole hulubalu about Minister for Works and this lady, you know, did you see the reception that they gave to their son in Ebonyi? Did you see the crowd?
Now what for you? Now what for you? You didn't mind. I beg, see why don't you want me to close shop? I beg Nigerians like I
So that's the kind of, this thing is not working. It's not. We have gone beyond
so
redemption.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm angry with the opposition, because most of them know they offer an alternative because they are the same 10 and 10%. Now that they call them happy, they are the same.
I better leave you. Good night. Nigerian matter not be. Nigerian matter not be. I don't know.
All of them for the game. All of them know. Like that is intake the game higher than all of them know. That's what.
Yes.
It's not like that different from me.
If you want to be a Nigerian president, because the example now is, if you want to be a Nigerian president, you have to be a criminal. That's what we're seeing. You don't have to be gentle. You don't have to be honest. You have to be a criminal.
I know a bit. It's okay. Let me just.
I beg. Where could they go? I beg. Good night. No vex.
Painful. So the opposition, I wish they can do better. And so people that say I am condemning Obi, no, I'm not condemning Obi. The only one reason I like Peter Obi is because I have personally verified that Peter Obi, so far from the questions and what I asked personally and the investigations what I make personally from Anambra State, he's not pensionable in Anambra State. And I respect any governor who sees the right, get the opportunity to chop public phone, look and say, I'm not good. My father
but that's not the only one. Do you see his children, you know, in politics? Do you see? Did you hear about them?
That is one. And then secondly, not that he has landed properties or as in talk, you know, show me the piece of land. You know, what's it make you remind me? I shouldn't be saying much. Let me not talk about my family background. But there's the capacity my father served in government where he had privilege to collect some things that had to do with government like that. And
he refused.
And he refused. And he died a very poor and wretched man because of that refusal. And he told himself that he would rather die poor and die wretched in peace than take something that he knows that he will not have peace. You know, so that's the kind of father that I have. So it pain me when it be say, that's why when people talk, I'm like, show me the politician waiting for Nigeria today, where it be say a source of wealth, no from government. Show me waiting their source of wealth. Even if there's business, their capital will be from business. Even some of them will say they be business people. After they start, waiting be the money, make them do auditing of their business accounts. Find out how the money from when they start them before they join politics, then from when they join politics to now, how much of external funds don't enter inside. No, we'll find out. The ones who get billions before they become politicians. So it's sad. And the painful fact is that they use this money and they oppress the common Nigerians. They oppress you. You can imagine you owing me and opening eye and telling me I'm not going to pay you and I go even arrest you, kill you for the money, and there's nothing you can do about it. For country where all of us live together. When you won't make the thing, the woman won't mad. You know, has anybody ever lied to you? When you know, say this thing I lie, the person looking for I they lie. I mean, that kind of thing can drive me crazy.
Like, does this surprise you? Does it surprise you that apart from the people where they're very visible, will come out to support this Igbo woman? Make you not accuse me say they go tribal. Now Yoruba people.
I'm telling you. You see, that's why tribalism is not our problem.
Where are the Igbo people? Where are those Igbo men? Where are they?
The Igbo woman will be the correction.
Now the Igbo man, now they kill him sister. Now the Igbo man, now they do.
Woman will be the correctional center person. Not be she follow the cover up for the. Not be person Igbo person be the correctional center person. I beg you, see our problem long ago.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Good night. Good
I
night.
can't. If you watch the way I came on air in the afternoon, I was tearing. I was tired. I'm saying, I was just tired. I'm tired. I'm like, why? I mean, not only me, the thing they drive crazy. Not only me, the thing they do like this. Not only me, the thing they pinch body, say, why we go there like this? Why people they think of us like this? Why need they affect others? Why others need they feel them the way they feel them? I be something they wrong with me. Good night. I beg.
Yeah, good night. Thank you. Thank you so much. I beg,
And that's one of the
stay.
reasons I opened this platform, just so that we can, maybe if we don't talk, more and more, maybe
You go on boarding, yes.
even if not two, we
Mm.
change their orientation. I feel I don't achieve something. As I said before, this is not because of money. It's because of the passion, first of all, for the job. The day I'll stop talking, maybe something will happen to me because now my mouth, now my mineral resources there. So everything I've always done in my life is there. Thank you so much, Tiwa Danjuma.
Good
Appreciate
night.
it.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Viewers, good night too.
Thank you. Cheers and good night. Good
Yeah.
night. Friends. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right. Nigerians, I'd like to say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Sincere apologies for those that may have offended with my stand on the conversation tonight, but please, it can be very frustrating to be a genuinely hardworking Nigerian and you're generalized. That is, they see you as they see the people we be see, they mess us up. Please, my brothers and sisters, both the ones in Nigeria and across the world, let's do better. Let's be better human beings. Let's be better human beings. We're not doing it for God. We're not doing it for our family. We're doing it for ourselves. Let's be better human beings for the sake of ourselves, for the sake of what we want to be remembered for. Even if we're not remembered, just because of the fulfillment of being a better human being, can we just task ourselves to be better human beings so that all these things really happen for Nigeria will stop? If we show the example, that's why I loved what Dora Akunyili started with. That time she said, came with that campaign, change begins with you campaign. Let the change that we seek for in Nigeria begin with us. There are countries today that if excuse me, there are countries today that if you drop phone for front of your compound house, front of your doorstep, that phone go there till 2 days time. When you come back, you will see I'm there. What stops Nigeria from being like that? Now our own poverty need a begat stealing, poverty need a born stealing, need a born greed. We can be better human beings. We can start by being good humans, please. And then let's also train our children to be better human. All those parents wey be say e born get pikin, say wetin you bring back for me now, which work you give am? Mama of a Yahoo boy wey be say e no mind where your pikin dey bring money from, which work your pikin dey do? If your child comes back with as much as a pen that you did not buy for that child, you should question that child. That should be the kind of human beings you should be. Question the child and ask the child to return it. I would threaten my children if I were you. And I'll tell them, look, if you don't return that pen, I'll come to your assembly hall in school and announce that, look, my daughter stole this pen or my son stole this pen. If you're the owner, please come and collect it. By the time they call you a thief in school, you change your attitude. Let's stop abhorring rubbish and supporting rubbish. Supporting nonsense because of ethnic, religious, or whatever affiliation. How about now? Now our collective names will be spoiled. Countries are shutting their doors and windows against us. They close door, make these people not near us. They only collect the good ones among us. And we're still here supporting rubbish. See, the evil that you openly support, they wait for you for front. Good night and God bless you, Nigerians. I love you so much. Good night. Thank you.